this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
What's good, people? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. I wanted to thank all of the new subscribers to my channel. Thank you so much. And I wanted to welcome anyone who's watching who hasn't subscribed to hit the subscribe button. You know, this channel is dedicated to the topics of raw food, veganism, how to heal the planet, how to heal ourselves, spirituality, spiritual growth, taking responsibility for our life at the highest level, creating from the future instead of the pain from the past, envisioning a new way for humanity to be. So if those are the types of topics you like, then I think subscribing to this channel would be good for you. So in this video, we're going to talk about why a raw vegan diet is the best diet in the world. It's a big claim, but let me tell you my perspective. Now, I've been 100% raw since 2017. I coach people through detoxification practices like juice fasting. I coach people on how to transition to a vegan diet, a plant-based diet, but also high raw. And I think raw food is just a miraculous. I am absolutely floored every day as to how much freedom it's created in my life to just eat raw foods. Just make a different choice. And the choice that creates for me then, like, just expands out to so many aspects in my life. And I'm going to talk about that. The number one reason I think why a raw vegan diet is the best diet in the world is because it heals all disease. It's a big claim. Why would it heal all disease? One simple word: constipation. We are constipated. All the top diseases in the world, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, Alzheimer's, whatever it is, this is the result of constipation in our body, constipation of bowels, blood, and lymphatic system. Raw food is filled with fiber and water and enzymes, which just moves through. We get to absorb all the nutrition with very little effort in the digestion because that fiber just moves it through. So raw foods heal all disease. It's just what it is. You know, we can deny it. We can hold on to the past. We can hold on to what we think it is. But the reality is that raw foods heal disease. So that's enough reason right there. But also it helps us be future focused. Raw foods help us be future focused and led by vision and creating from a vision instead of the default pain of the past. See, the present moment right now is being recreated over and over and over again. There is no past and there is no future. There's only this present moment. It's like a sequence of now. And in the now, we are either creating this moment from the pain of the past, the traumas that continually recreate the present, or we are hooked into a vision of the future, a vision that excites us, that we want to create of how it could be, who we could be, and that creates the present. So if we're creating from the past, we're going to recreate the past over and over and over, which is why we have the society we do today, which eats meat and has all these diseases. We're creating the past over and over and over again, which is very painful, keeps us in our limitation. But the future has potential, possibility, healing, joy, love. And if we're creating from that place, then we're creating that over and over and over again. And we can heal our society and we can heal the world by choosing something different. Raw foods, not eating animals, the higher way of being. And a higher way of being is what we get when we eat raw foods. High vibrational foods create high vibrational people. When we're committed to something bigger than ourselves and devoting ourselves to our future and the well-being of all life, we get the benefits. See, we're all connected. And when we devote our life to uplifting those around us, we get the benefit back. What we give is what we get. It's one of the universal laws, the laws of cause and effect. And so when we help to make the life of others better, we make our life better. So it helps us directly. When we make the lives of others hard, then it makes our life hard. So when we're committed to something bigger than ourselves, we set ourselves free. We set ourselves up to win. We set ourselves up to create a win-win for the whole world. And that includes every living conscious being on this planet. Another reason why a raw vegan diet is the best diet in the world is because of cellular connection to all life. The electrons in my cells are the same electrons that are in the cells of all living creatures and all inanimate objects, and the sun and the air and the water and the trees and the birds and the grass. All of it is connected. My electrical body, the matrix of my body is connected to the rest of it. So I can feel that on raw foods. I become connected. I become one. Raw foods bring it all together and allow us to really truly feel we are all one. So if we're feeling that we're all one, we're not going to go out and harm others. We're not going to go out and take advantage of others. We're not going to go out and exploit others. And we're all suffering on this planet in one way or another because of the deep levels of exploitation happening. So if we don't exploit others, then we're not going to be exploited. So it's like just taking a stand for what's right. Raw food helps us do that. Abstaining from animal products helps us do that. So it also makes us sensitive, empathetic, kind, and compassionate. You know, how much better would this world be if we were all more sensitive, empathetic, kind, and compassionate? Man, and other focused, and in service to all life. If every person was in service to all life, all consciousness, all living beings, we would be living a miraculous life. Raw food brings us into alignment with this type of awareness and this type of action in our life. And raw foods also make us have a deeper sense of intuition and magic in the world. We might not take life as literally. See, if we're going to be magical, masterful priests and priestesses, magicians and shamans, we can't take life literally. We've got to play in between the realms. We've got to play with our ability to shift reality. Raw food is that. Being a raw vegan for me over the last 3 years has been that, a shifting of my reality, playing in between the realms. So I wanted to shift right now into a Q&A. I wanted to take some questions from viewers from my YouTube channel, okay? So I'm going to just go through some of these here. This is in service of helping people who are interested in a raw food diet, who are interested, okay? This is for all of us because you know what? These questions coming in from viewers, these are the questions of the light workers, of the people who are playing in between the realms, the people who are kind, compassionate, who see a higher way of being, who know that raw food heals disease, who want to get on the higher vibrational track. These are the people. And so these questions represent the questions of the highest shift, the ascension, the consciousness changing on this planet. So these questions represent all of our questions. And it's important to realize that this is what we need to do, support each other. I'm going to support right now viewers of my YouTube videos, okay? And that is supporting all of us together, okay? This first question comes in from Summer Solstice. This came in on my video, How to Get Protein Without Eating Meat. Summer Solstice asks, I am struggling. I started my raw lifestyle about 4 months ago at 105 pounds. I am now 100 pounds and I look insane. Bones are popping out of my skin and the shape I had is gone. Everything has shriveled up and I am craving my fish so badly. Before this lifestyle, I was a pescatarian. I desire nothing else right now other than that. I also don't like sweets at all, so drinking sweet fruits all day, every day, is torture to me. One word, help. Summer Solstice, what I hear you saying is that you are in fear. You're in fear of what you're going to look like, fear of looking good, fear of upholding a facade. We have to be willing to let go of who we've become in order to become who we truly are. In the letting go of who we've become is the pain and the masks and the armor we've accumulated over our life. We have guarded our heart. We've put on armor over our, integrity and our intention and our belief, and we've lost trust and we've lost faith, and we're basically suffering and miserable. We don't know who to trust. We don't know where to turn. So losing 5 pounds does not mean you look, like insane. This is all just in your mind. You have to hook into a vision of your future. You have to know what you are committed to creating. The way out of this Summer Solstice is to know what you are committed to creating. Write it down on a piece of paper. I am committed to creating blank in my life. If you don't know what you're committed to creating and hooked into that vision, you're going to automatically create the past and the pain of the past over and over. Obviously, Summer Solstice, you want to get off of the animal products. You know there's a benefit there. So trust yourself, trust the process, let it all go. Be willing to let go of who you've become in order to become who you truly are. The next question comes from Naya Patil. This came in on my video, the 10 most frequently asked questions about juice fasting. Naya asks, what supplements should I be taking during long-term juice fasting? The goal of a long-term juice fast is to clean out the GI tract completely, to completely empty all the waste out of the bowels. Why? Because then it alleviates constipation in the bowels, blood, and lymph, which heals all disease. If we're going to heal all disease, we got to get the constipation out of our body, the waste out of our body. What we're not eliminating, we're accumulating. But what people fear is that I can't let go. Well, I want to detox. Naya's saying I want to detox, but I want to hold on still to what supplements, what do I need to put in to keep me alive, to keep me at my status quo level? Well, the opportunity with detoxification is to completely let go, to surrender, to realize that the power of our body is going to catch us. The net is going to be there. We're going to connect with our body in a way that maybe you've never connected before. It's going to be incredible. So my advice with anyone who I guide through the juice fasting process is to give your body a break. Just take in the juices, the herbs and the fresh greens and all the living fruits and greens. And just see what your body does. Experiment, be radical, live in between the realms, be the magician who is willing to experiment with reality and take yourself on a whole new level. Don't worry, let go. What's 30, 60, 90 days going to do? Nothing. It's going to teach you who you truly are by letting go. So no supplements. No, we don't need supplements. We need to really truly surrender and realize that the raw living foods and the living juices are going to take us to the next level. All right, the next question coming in. A Sharma came in on my video called My First Week on a Raw Vegan Diet, What I Learned. A Sharma asks, hello, Shane. I love the way you tell everything about raw food. I am thankful to God that I found your channel. Thank you, A Sharma. Because I am suffering from seborrheic dermatitis for more than 2 years. Now I have started to take raw foods in my diet and I can see improvement. But due to seborrheic dermatitis, most of my hair has become thin and fragile. Also, I have lost some of my hairs. Can you please guide me? Will my hair come back? And if yes, how much time will it take to come as they were before? So I healed seborrheic dermatitis for myself. I had chronic seborrheic dermatitis for 5 years. I had dandruff. It was red, patchy, flaky, itchy patches on my scalp. It had come into my face. It was really bad and was one of the catalysts that led me to a raw vegan diet. We have to realize that we think a raw food diet is going to happen in 3 months. We think we're going to be able to detox and feel good in 3 months. It took me 2 years. It took me 2 years. It was the hardest road I've ever taken. It brought me right up against my edges, right up against my fears, right up against the box of who I think I am. I had to let go of everything I thought I knew, everything I thought I was, and let it all die. A part of me had to die to become raw vegan, to re-find myself. That's what you're up against, A Sharma. This isn't just about healing your skin. This is about a part of you dying to the new, to become born again in the truth. And so when we are toxic, our cells atrophy and wither. Okay, that's what's happening with your hair. When our hair follicles are showing problems like that is because we are holding toxicity in our body. When we are toxic, the body can't prioritize making and growing of hair, okay? We have to surrender to raw food. We have to surrender to raw food. And by surrendering, we will go through the process of cellular detoxification. Do a juice fast, clean out your bowels, clean out your blood, clean out your lymphatic system. Stay on raw food no matter how hard it is. Commit yourself to doing this. Commit yourself to figuring out how to be a raw vegan for real. Don't be stuck in the fear of what if. You're already in the worst case scenario, A Sharma. Worst case scenario is that your hair is falling out and you're sick and you're toxic like the rest of the world, eating animal products, sick from heart disease and diabetes. But oh no, you're going to get sick if you eat raw food. You know, this is the insanity that our society is up against. So give yourself 2 years. You said that you've been suffering from seborrheic dermatitis for 2 years. Well, it's going to take 2 years to free yourself from this toxicity in your body. Okay? And yes, cellular detoxification will heal you. So start on the journey, do a juice fast, commit to figuring out how to be a raw vegan. It's going to change your life. Okay, Mia has the next question. It came in on the video, how to go raw vegan, tips for beginners. Thanks for the question, Mia. Mia Lavender Tarot. It's difficult here in Sweden with this cold. My body is already so cold. When I eat my fruits and vegetables, it is even colder, even when I have an herbal tea afterwards. What can you recommend? Mia, I can guarantee from hearing where you're at on your journey that you've probably only been trying to be raw for maybe a couple months, because when we first go raw, what happens? Our body starts to release toxins. The toxins make us cold, not the raw food. Because the longer we're on raw food, the more robust our metabolism becomes, the more clean our blood becomes, the more better our digestion and bowel transit time and metabolism and cellular respiration and the metabolic processes. We've got more availability of nutrients through absorption. We've got more energy getting to our cells for the production of energy. We've got the detoxification. The toxins coming out is what makes us cold. So whenever people say I get cold from raw food, no, we're cold from toxicity in our body. When we eat the foods designed for our true biology, undenatured food, undenatured, it makes us warm, it makes us alive, it lights us up. Neurotransmitters are firing, connection, feeling inspired, energetic, exercise. I mean, I just went on an hour-long run this morning. There's no way I'm going to be cold. I've been 100% raw for 3 years. So Mia, this is just the beginning phase. You're going through a detox, and you have to go through a big detox. Okay, detox is no small thing. It's huge. In fact, it can bring us down to our knees. It can bring us right up against the worst fears of our mortality. It can bring us right up against our existential crisis of life, that we don't trust anything, that we have been traumatized, that we are in complete fear and darkness. We're creating the present moment over and over and over again from fear and protection and covering up the truth. And then we go to raw foods for 1 second, 30 days, and all of a sudden it all comes right up in front of our face and we get scared. And we blame it on the food. We blame it on the raw food. Every single creature on planet Earth eats raw food. God didn't make creatures on planet Earth have to eat cooked food. It's crazy that we have ended up in this situation. We're the ones suffering in our current situation and defending our captor. We defend our captors, like the Stockholm syndrome, right? Which is that we become sympathetic with our prisoners. When people become hostages, it's a natural psychological process to become sympathetic with your captors and to have empathy for them and sympathy for them. When you're the captive, when you're the hostage, we are hostage of cooked food. Next question coming in, we have a question from Chehi. Came in on the video, raw food heals our pain and suffering. Chehi asks, I have chronic inflammation in my spine. It causes constant aching, if not sharp pain. I wonder if a raw vegan diet will help the pain. I did 5 weeks of celery juice in the morning. It helped to heal dermatitis almost instantly, but it didn't do much for the chronic pain. The chronic pain is something that's going to happen with deeper cellular detoxification. You've already seen the amazing benefits coming from raw living juices healing your dermatitis. Yes, it does heal the dermatitis, but chronic inflammation means decades and decades of accumulated waste from constipation. You're basically constipated. Anyone out there with chronic inflammation, you're constipated. You're constipated. So we have to get the constipation moving, do a juice fast, get on the raw foods, commit, get help. I have a group called Raw Vegan Heroes, which is my group coaching program where I help people with this process. You come in there, it's $14.99 a month. You pay monthly to be part of this community. It's a loving, supportive community of people all over the world, and we talk about it together in community. We can create some level of transformation on our own, but when we're in community, it's the turbo button for transformation. You want transformation on your health and your inflammation and the healing of your disease? Come into a community of other people like you who can witness you and be part of the journey. That turbo buttons the transformation. That's why I do my group Raw Vegan Heroes. Okay? All right, next question coming in. Tejas. Tejas came in on the video. A raw vegan diet before and after. Tejas says, hey buddy, how do you make up for B12? Do you take any supplements? We can't talk about vitamin deficiencies until we talk about absorption. Okay, what's the condition of your bowels? Are you constipated? Are you absorbing properly? That's the first question. 45% of all the human population is deficient in vitamins. This isn't a vegan meat eater issue. This is a human issue. Our bowels are filthy. Our bowels have biofilms that inhibit absorption. That's why 45% of people are deficient. The first step in understanding your vitamin needs is to clean out the bowels. You got to get the bowels emptied out. There's nothing better for that than a juice fast. It's a short, temporary protocol. You've got energy from the juices. You get to have calories and nutrients from the juices. They taste amazing. You feel great. People get euphoric on it. And you get to clean out your bowels at the same time. It's a win-win. So once your bowels are clean, though, then you can start talking about what supplements do I need to take. You can get a blood test. You can see where your B12 levels are at, your iodine levels are at, your D3 levels are at, right? But until then, you're just part of the masses saying, I don't know, I have no idea, leaving it to default. We have to consciously create our future, or we're unconsciously creating our present from the past and just being in unconsciousness. So the first step is to clean out the bowels. Do I take any supplements? Yes, I do take a B12 supplement, but not because I've taken a blood test. I don't take blood tests. I don't even know. I do just because I like B vitamins. It gives me a little boost. Sometimes I take B vitamins in the morning, like a B complex, and it just feels good. Some vitamins I take and it doesn't feel good. And I'm very, very sensitive to the vitamins that I take. So I'm very cautious, and I do it with very, very clear intention and listen to my body. All right, last question, everyone. Last question comes in from someone named Mind is Power. Mind is Power. This came in on the video called My First Week on a Raw Vegan Diet, What I Learned. Brother, what are your thoughts about the hate against veganism on YouTube? And they come up with all these sick-looking, skinny vegans, which of course look like SHIT. They are mostly fruitarians, I think, or get not enough calories. So what about all this anti-vegan on YouTube and everywhere in the world? In fact, the world is fixated on recreating the past. Okay, by default, we recreate the past in the present moment. The present moment is a series of now. And we are either creating by default the past over and over again, or we're creating from a vision of the future. Those who create from a vision of the future are the leaders. Those who create from a vision of the future are the ones that are going to save our society, help awaken our society, bring our society to the next level. This has been the case for every leader in our society throughout history. Leaders see a vision that doesn't yet exist. Leaders see a potential that doesn't yet exist. And all the rest of the masses put their arms up in fear saying, no, you can't do that. No, that goes against tradition. No, that goes against how we've always done it. We've always been this way. We have to maintain the status quo. We have to stay the same. Safety in staying the same. Safety because I've put armor over my heart, armor over my consciousness. I've put the wool over my eyes because I don't want to see. It's too scary to take on the future. The leaders are the ones seeing the vision. Those who are turning to veganism, those who are turning to raw foods, we are the ones seeing the potential of the future. We can see what could be for humanity in the future. We can't be afraid of the naysayers. We can't be afraid of those who aren't willing to take on the recreation of the present moment and be free, be magicians, be maneuvering in the unknown, taking on our own growth and our own loss. There's nothing harder than changing our diet. There's nothing harder than changing our belief system. There's nothing harder than changing the way we've always been to create something unknown. So we can't let the masses stop us. We can't let those who pretend to, who don't want to take on this future vision stop us. The leaders, the visionaries, we are the future. And it's becoming all of us. In the past, it was just Martin Luther King Jr. or John Lennon, just a select few. But today, with the internet, how connected we all are, we're all powerful leaders. We're all awakening. It's up to you. It's up to me. We are creating this amazing future. And if you need help with this process, come into the community. Raw Vegan Heroes is a community to turbo button the transformation, to turbo button your understanding of how powerful you are, what a magician you are in your life, how to do a juice fast, how to clean your bowels, how to do it. So in Raw Vegan Heroes, we not only talk about Q&A like we just did every week, we do a Q&A video. Okay, just like this. I show up, I read the questions, we share it. Okay, but also you get feedback and coaching and your questions answered from every other member in the group. I'm telling you, this is powerful transformation because we're witnessed by other people in the group. This is the turbo button. We can get transformation on our own. The lone wolf in us can get some transformation, but not what we really are after. If you're ready to take your life to the next level and try raw food or try a juice fast or clean out your bowels or get the disease out of your body, heal yourself once and for all, you need to have community. And that's why I've created Raw Vegan Heroes. And it's affordable. It's $14.99 a month. And you know what I really suggest is that you prepay 6 months or a year. And I have custom invoices for that. So you can contact me and say, Shane, I want to do this for 6 months, and I'll send you the invoice to prepay it and to sign up. I encourage all of you to come in to the community with me. I want to do it with you, a community together, me and you. I believe in you guys. I believe in you. I'm right here. My heart is right here for you guys, and we're all in this. I believe in you. I trust you. This is it. This is it. So Raw Vegan Heroes is here for those who need it, those who are ready. And I can't wait to see you in the community and in the group. You can go into the description below and check out the link, rawveganrising.com/membership. I encourage all of you to look and at least see and think about what it would be like to be part of a community to transform your health where we can all empower each other together. Thank you so much for being on this video, guys. If this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you love this video, subscribe to Raw Vegan Rising. Be a part of The Voice. Ask your questions. Leave a comment in the comments below. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you because you are a powerful leader. If you're watching this video still, you are a powerful leader, and I know it. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of us. We are winners. We are leaders. We are here doing it, standing up for what is right. Much love to all of you. Blessings. Have a great day. I send you prayers of peace, kindness, compassion, and transformation from my heart to yours. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something.